Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. So as you can see, I am not in my usual attire, not in my usual location for shooting this type of a video. I am still up at camp. I'm working actually out in northwestern Ontario, going to see some customers, and then I'm going to be bringing this beautiful truck down to a truck show in Emo, Ontario, later on this week. So I wanted to take a minute here to show it to you guys before we bring it down to the show. So let's see what we're looking at today. So we're actually at my favorite camping location in Canada. I've been all over the place. I've been from Ottawa all the way to Abbotsford camping, and we're actually at a place called Rushing River. So I featured it a little bit in the video last week, kind of some of the locations and what's in the area here, but that's not why you're here. You're here to look at a truck today. So if you want to catch out that video, just go back to my YouTube channel and look at last week's video. So, but anyhow, here is the truck. This is a brand spanking new, almost perfectly clean. It had to come out this morning in a little bit of a rainstorm, but it's a 2023 Kenworth W900B model. And it is sold to the fine folks at LCG Equipment. A big thank you to everybody over there for purchasing this truck from us and waiting for it to come in. It's been a long process, as every truck is these days. So let's just start by looking at kind of what this truck is all about. So it is a W900B. A lot of the options in here are factory standard specifications. Not a lot of aftermarket options on this truck at this point, but starting at the front here, we got the Texas style bumper. We have the 7 ribs on the grill, which I like to put on a lot of the trucks. And then I just love that big wide grill with the W9B that you get, and you get that nice mirror finish there. I got to polish it up a little bit. I know. It had a 2.5 hour drive to get here from the city, and so we got to clean all the bugs and the rain off of it. But it has a heavy duty front axle, and this is a heavy duty truck. It's going to be on low bed type application, so it's going to be hauling heavy equipment upwards of 200,000 pound gross combined weight rating. The front axle has a 20,000 pound axle with a 16 spring. It's a wide track axle, so you get a little bit better steering. And we have the 385 wide base steer tires up here. As far as down the side here, we have the polished battery box with the aluminum polished end caps. We have your def tank right there. And with this one here, we needed to keep it in a tight kind of application. So I haven't really done this on a lot of trucks, but this is how the guys at LCG like to set them up. They like to go with the 28.5 inch diameter tank. So this is a much larger tank, and that comes with the 2-inch straps as a the strap configuration. The 7-inch straps are not designed for this size, but we got heavy duty straps in there. And this fuel tank is a big one. It's a 150 gallon. you can get 177 gallon as the largest if you wanted to go with that. We have the 72-inch Aero Cab Aerodyne bunk, so this is the tall sleeper, and it's sitting on a 244-inch wheelbase. And as far as the back end of the truck here, we have the New Way Air Ride. So this is the heavy-duty New Way suspension, and then we have a 46,000-pound Meritor diff in here. Gearing is 4-5-6 ratio on this truck, and it has something special inside. So stick around for the video and I'll show that to you. Maybe you'll see it from the outside here, but we'll see how close you can pay attention. As far as on the back end, we have 11R22.5 rubber, and we have a really long sliding fifth wheel. So this is the Holland 70-ton with a dual lock mechanism on there for the fifth wheel. Full lockers on this truck as well, and we got drum brakes on it all the way around. As far as the rims, we got the Durabrite mirror finished on the front and back, so that's a really nice thing. Now the customer supplied these fenders on the back here, so this is a diamond checker plate, and they are heavy duty. Like, look at those brackets, and they're actually very, very heavy. So these things are very robust, and they will stand up over the years. Now, back here, you might see something back here. It looks a little bit different. It's something to do with the transmission. It's actually an auxiliary transmission on here. So you'll see the shifter inside there. On this side here, we have an additional 150-gallon fuel tank, and then we have a little bit smaller hydraulic tank right there for putting a wet kit on it. Now we have the polished aluminum battery box, or DPF box, with the polished end caps, and then we have the 7-inch pipes up top. It looks really cool. I also put on the fender flares on this here so that it keeps everything nice and clean down the side of it as best we can. Yeah, that's a little bit about the outside. Let's take a look on the interior. But before we do, I'm going to open up the hood here, and I'll show you what we got powering this beast. All right, so under the hood, we have the Cummins Performance Series. It is the 565, but it is a 2050 torque rating, so it has a high torque capacity for getting that stump pulling power, if you will. We have the Davco 382 fuel water separator, and then we got the remote lube terminal along with the battery boost terminals, which I put on a lot of the trucks that we build. Now you'll also notice that there are no hood fender brackets that a lot of people will see on trucks that I build. On a W900B, it is not an option. You can't get them because it's a shorter hood, it's a different material, so it doesn't have the same sort of problems as far as the cracking potential that a long hood might have. Now coming around on this side, we have the hot side, we got the turbo right here, and then we have an SPAR heater that was installed, or Webasto heater rather, installed right there as well. So let's take this tour to the inside of the truck. All right, so we are inside the truck here, and as you can see, we have the full gauge package, which is what I like to see in a truck. And then we also, because of a lot of the switches that are required on this truck, we went along with the smart wheel. So starting down here, you can see some of the switches we got. We have the lights, a couple spare switches, and interior and sleeper lights. We'll just turn those on here so we can see while we're doing this tour. As far as over here, we have the mirror controls, the window lift controls, and then the power door lock mechanism right below with the handle right there. Now on this side here, we have your DPF regen, spare switch, air traction control, auxiliary light switch for like air cleaner lights, cab panel lights. There is the hazards, beacons, PTO switch, air inflate, so that will overinflate the suspension on the back just to lift the load a bit. Not for driving, but just for doing adjustments with the load or chaining up. Air slide for the fifth wheel, air suspension dump, and then the full locking differential. So up above here, we have the Webasto control right there, the CB radio up above, and then you can see the diamond stitching. So this has the diamond VIT interior in this truck in the black color. So it looks really cool. Down below here, we have the 18-speed manual transmission. And then here is the splitter for the auxiliary transmission. So this is a 4-speed. So you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then neutral. So those are the different ratios if you wanted to switch it into the deeper reduction for lifting those giant loads that need that extra help to get the load started. Now over here we have my helper. This is Owen. He is my son, one of the Kenworth kids, and he is out at camp with us here, and he's helping do some of the videography today. So thanks, Owen, for helping me out. We have the black dash, as you can see up above here, and then the black glove box with the black all throughout. Otherwise, that would be like a lighter gray. And then as far as the seats go, these are the Air Cushion Premium Plus in the leather. So you got the heat control right there. We got a little cup holder, and then the additional lumbar supports with a height adjustment right there. Let's take a look in the bunk, and I'll finish off this tour. Okay, so down below we have the refrigerator. So that's easy to open, easy to get to everything inside there. And then with the Diamond VIT, you get the cabinet door right here. And it also comes with this table. We have this storage up above, another storage up above there for a TV mount. This is an option. Now on the back wall here, you can do either a upper bed or a storage shelf. So here we opted for the storage shelf, which gives you a nice deep pocketed shelf that you can, throw whatever you need in there. Now here, this is just something that I have for my truck show that's at the end of the week, just our big inland tent that we'll have set up. Up here, we have more storage, and then storage there. Down below is this cabinet, and then these are those shelves that I always talk about that are not standard with the VIT. You have to order those extra. 857-0000 is the sales code for those. Now on the back wall here, we have your controls for the heat and adjustment there. We have a clock, an alarm clock, your lighting, and then there's an S-Bar controller as well down below. Lastly, before we close out this video, here are the armrests that are stowable. So those can flip up and out of the way, like so. So you can get a little bit more space getting in and out of the cab and sleeper. So there you have it. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. Again, a big thank you to everybody at LCG Equipment for purchasing this truck. And to all of the people that follow me here on YouTube and social media, Instagram, Facebook, thanks so much for sticking with me. I was kind of out of commission for about 3 to 4 weeks as far as just the busyness of life and some things that were going on in my life with my work and my family and all the above. So hey, just thanks so much for being here and supporting. And if you really want to show your support, please subscribe to the channel. You can just click on down below here, and that will subscribe you to my channel. Click off that bell if you want to be notified about videos that are coming out that I'm bringing to you. And hey, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So not this hat, but a hat just like this. I'm going to be doing a hat giveaway. I love hats. I probably have about 50 or 60 different hats at home, and then I have to get rid of a bunch because I have way too many and they're taking up too much space. But I have some brand new hats. I'm going to give away one of these hats. So what I'd like you to do is just comment on this video, say contest, where you are from, your state or province, and where you're watching from, the city and state or province where you're watching from, and then I will do a draw here in the coming week or two as to who's going to win this hat. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out my website, go to thekenworthguy.com, click the link up above here, it'll take you right there. So that's it, that's all. Have yourself the world's best day.